Good evening, Soura.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon from London, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, welcome to our Physics Wallah channel. We are very happy to, to interview you, and we are very happy that you have managed some time with us. We are really happy because I'm a good follower of you. Let me tell you very honestly, because at your level, whatever you have done, that can inspire many students, that can inspire many, the current generation as well as the young generation who are aspiring for higher studies, to be particular in the field of life science or biotechnology. You are an icon to many Indian students. So we are so happy to have you with us today. And I hope, we'll be spending some quality time with you. We'll be knowing so many things from you, and as well as, you will be discussing many things from your side also, which can definitely inspire many students who are actually followers of you. Okay. So once again, many congratulations, and definitely welcome you to our channel, Physics Wallah.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Soura, so I'll tell you a few things about you, whatever is known to me. जितना हमको पता है मैं बताऊंगा डेफिनेटली. कभी कभी क्या होता है ना कि अपने बारे में खुद को बोलना उतना अच्छा नहीं होता है, क्योंकि यू विल फील एम्बैरेस्ड. सो आई विल डेफिनेटली हेल्प यू आउट. सो जहाँ तक हमको पता है आपका करियर के बारे में कि आप बीएससी जूलॉजी ने किए थे, राइट, फ्रॉम मिदनापुर कॉलेज फ्रॉम वेस्ट बंगाल. देन यू स्टूड 5th in JNU entrance, MSc combined entrance, and आपने MSc बायोटेक किए थे JNU से with all over India rank 5th.
Yes.
Then you qualified CSIR net also, and आपने IIT कानपुर ज्वाइन किए थे PhD फुल टाइम के लिए. शायद वहाँ पे 1 साल या 1.5 साल ऐसा कुछ काम भी किए थे. Then you got an excellent opportunity to work in the Cambridge universities with full time fellowship, and you left IIT Kanpur and joined Cambridge University. So currently you are working as a PhD scholar, full-time PhD scholars in Cambridge Universities, right?
Yes. Exactly.
So please बताइए कि कहाँ से आपका जर्नी शुरू हुआ था जब आप BSc में थे, and कैसे slowly और प्रोसेस शुरू हुआ. मिदनापुर से एक छोटा टाउन फ्रॉम वेस्ट बंगाल, वहाँ से आपका जर्नी शुरू हुआ था. देन आप JNU में आए थे पढ़ने के लिए, देन वहाँ से IIT कानपुर, देन वहाँ से कैम्ब्रिज यूनिवर्सिटी. सो पूरा जर्नी प्लीज शेयर कीजिए सारे स्टूडेंट के साथ, प्लीज.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir, for inviting me in this session. So this was a gradual process. So my first destination was to be a good, not to be a good scientist, but to be a good student in Midnapur College. So I completed my bachelor's from Midnapur College in the Department of Zoology, and I completed that in 2018. But that time I was preparing for different types of entrances all over the India. So JNU Biotech or IIT JAM and TIFR, I mainly prepared for these 3 exams. And in that time, my college professors actually helped me a lot. So specifically, the Department of Zoology actually helped me a lot in different types of, you can say, the different types of guidance and different types of books as well. But that time I realized departmental help as well as your own help is most necessary things to qualify any type of entrances, any type of MSc entrances. So in my personal experience, you can say that, so that time I explored different types of books, and you can say self-study was my main types of motivation. So the departmental coaching, you can say the departmental guidance, as well as exploring different types of MCQ book, just like your book was, from the Dr. Devashish Karsal, that was extremely good for my preparation. I can no doubtly say that book was the best quality book that I have followed. And from that book, actually, I got different types of information. So my common thing was that instead of practicing multiple books, just practice 1 book or 2 books for multiple times. That is the most beneficial things. And I just used to follow 1 textbook or 2 textbooks for each and every topic, and just I used to practice those books again and again with the MCQ, the previous year solution, as well as the deep thinking question that was available from your book. So that was the only available book that can provide the detailed insight of any topic or any concept, and that is the most precise type of books. After that, I came to in JNU Biotech, my combined rank was 5th All India, and in IIT JAM, my rank was 73. But in the 73 rank, that was impossible to qualify any type of IIT. So I joined in JNU, and I completed my master's from JNU in the Department of Biotechnology. So the research environment as well as the education in the JNU was extremely good in India. So you can say from the Midnapur College, JNU was my first step in my educational career. So in Midnapur College, they provided me many things, but JNU was amazing. JNU provided me more in my academic career, and how to write the research proposal, how should we start our research career, how should we think in the research directional way, this type of things was very excellent in JNU. And the bachelor's knowledge is much important to qualify the CSIR NET. So when I was in JNU in the first semester, I qualified the CSIR NET LS with All India rank 37. And in the second semester of the first year, I qualified CSIR NET JRF with All India rank 13. So this 13 rank was, really unexpected for me. I actually, I studied a lot and prepared a lot, but I think for that success, the professors of JNU as well as my previous professors from Midnapur College, their contribution was exceptionally high. Because in 1 year of JNU, in JNU, you will find everything for the research knowledge as well as your educational thing. So everything you will get. But the bachelor's knowledge is most important for your basic concept. And this basic preparation is most important to be a good scientist or to be a good student in future. So I qualified CSIR NET in 2019 June. After that, I completed my master's from JNU, and I completed one project from there. That was almost 10 months project. So it should be 1 year project, but due to lockdown, I did not complete my project there. So that was mainly on the CGMP signaling. After that, I moved to IIT Kanpur based on my CSIR NET. Though I have the GATE as well, my rank was 142. That was not very good rank. But based on the CSIR rank, I got selected at IIT Kanpur. So I also got selected at IISc Bangalore, but I chose IIT Kanpur because my project and you can say my research was a little bit more resonating with IIT Kanpur. That's why it was best fit for me. And at IIT Kanpur, I started my works based on the cancer genomics data. So different types of cancer genomics data and how cancer actually evolve with mutations, how cancer actually initiate with the mutation and how it's spread in our body. That was my main PhD topic. So just after 1 year, I just applied in different types of institute all over the world. My main focus was to apply in top premier institute all over the world regarding Oxford, Cambridge, and Max Planck, this type of institute. And after some trial, I also disqualified in many institutes, so I got selected at University of Cambridge. And after the selection, just after a few months, I got selected for a fully funded fellowship from Cambridge Trust International Fellowship, and that fellowship covering my all types of cost, like my living expenses, my you can say medical expenses, my tuition fees, and every type of cost. I don't have to pay anything, and I am doing here my fully funded research as a full-time PhD student. And here my PhD topic is cancer immunology. So I am working on natural killer cell and trying to make a engineered natural killer cell that will be much more efficient in tumor killing.
Okay, excellent and amazing. So it was, amazing. I was simply listening to you, how you achieved from a small town from Bengal to, to JNU, to Delhi, to Kanpur, to London. It's an amazing journey. ओके तो जितना हमको समझ में आया यहाँ से मैं कुछ 10 छोटा कुछ कंक्लूजन में ड्रॉ करूंगा फॉर द स्टूडेंट ऑफ लाइफ साइंस एंड बायोटेक्नोलॉजी. मेरा फर्स्ट कंक्लूजन ये है कि देखिए आप IIT JAM भी क्वालिफाई किए थे, बट आपका रैंक 73 था. But you realize that that rank was not so good enough to take admission into IITs, क्योंकि IIT में बायोटेक लेवल पे क्या होता है ना कि सीट काफी कम होता है कंपेयर टू फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री एंड मैथ. वहाँ पे बहुत ज्यादा सीट होता है, पर बायोटेक में IIT लेवल पे एट MSc लेवल सीट्स आर वेरी लेस. सो यहाँ पे जो फर्स्ट कंक्लूजन है, जो कि बेसिकली में जो लोग अभी हम लोग को सुन रहे हैं उन लोगों के लिए है. बेसिकली देखो, अगर आपका IIT नहीं भी हुआ, क्योंकि आपको ये मानना है कि IIT में सीट बहुत लिमिटेड है थ्रू IIT JAM, तो जिसका IIT JAM का थ्रू IIT में MSc नहीं हुआ, दैट शुड नॉट डिसअपॉइंट यू. यू शुड नॉट फील सैड कि हाँ मेरा कुछ होगा नहीं क्योंकि मेरा IIT नहीं हुआ है. यू शुड नॉट थिंक दैट. लाइफ इज बियॉन्ड IIT. ये है आपका फर्स्ट कंक्लूजन कि देखो, आप मेरे सामने बैठे हो, आपका 73 रैंक था. हो सकता है कि आप I don't know whether you tried for integrated PhD also in other institutes. You could have got it. You could have got it. But the thing is, you do not go for it. Rather, you went for your genuine entrance, right? So the most important conclusion here is, देखो, आपका IIT नहीं हुआ, but वो सोच के आप disappointed नहीं हो गए थे, right? But still you were preparing for JNU entrance. एंड अगर मंथ के हिसाब से देखा जाए, ऑलमोस्ट क्या होता है कि जो जैम वाला जो एग्जाम होता है जनरली लास्ट वीक ऑफ जैन या तो फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ फेब्रुवरी होता है, एंड JNU का जो एंट्रेंस होता है दैट विल बी अराउंड लास्ट वीक ऑफ अप्रैल और फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ मई. सो अब देखो, स्टूडेंट्स के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि जैम का रिजल्ट आ जाएगा मान लीजिए कि मिड ऑफ मार्च. सो मिड ऑफ मार्च जैसे आपको पता चल गया कि मेरा IIT में सिलेक्शन नहीं होगा, एंड उसके बाद आपका JNU एग्जाम होगा अप्रैल लास्ट या तो मिड ऐसा कुछ, तो ये जो 2 मंथ का टाइम है ना, दिस इज सो क्रूशियल. दिस इज सो क्रूशियल. यू शुड नॉट गो डाउन. अगर यही आप सोचते रहे कि मेरा IIT नहीं हुआ मतलब मेरा लाइफ बेकार हो गया, देन यू आर थिंकिंग इन ए रॉन्ग डायरेक्शन. यही मैंने सारे स्टूडेंट्स को यही मैं बोल रहा था उस दिन. मेरा एक लाइव इंटरव्यू था वहां पे, उस दिन मैं बोल रहा था, देखो आप लाइफ साइंस का स्टूडेंट हो, आप बायोटेक का स्टूडेंट हो, अगर IIT में नहीं हुआ MSc, क्योंकि IIT में MSc का सीट बहुत लिमिटेड है, अगर यहाँ पे नहीं हुआ, you can still try for JNU, Delhi University, BHU, Pune University, Calcutta University. There are so many top universities. Hyderabad University is also there. These are all world-class level universities. So, अगर IIT में नहीं भी हुआ, you can still try a good rank. अभी ये एग्जाम का नाम चेंज हो गया, JNU का GAT भी हो गया, या तो CUET PG. So दोनों एग्जाम का थ्रू you can definitely come to this BHU, JNU kind of institute. And वहां पे अगर एक बार अगर आ गए, then वहां से you can either come to IIT for PhD level or you can think about abroad. So आपके पास ऑप्शन ऑलरेडी है. You should not overburden yourself simply by thinking मेरा IIT में MSc नहीं हुआ. Because if you simply think that IIT में हमको होना है MSc level पे, you are creating additional burden on you. देखो, अगर हो गया तो it's fine and good. I will always appreciate you. But even if you don't get it, that doesn't mean that your life ends there. You have so many opportunities. You come to JNU, you come to Delhi University, come to BHU, come to Hyderabad, come to Pune. Lot of opportunities are there. क्योंकि वहां से भी you can come to abroad. Easily you can come to abroad. So this is the first message to all the students जिसका IIT JAM नहीं हुआ, still they can explore many other top universities in our country and they can land up at the premier institutes at the international level. This is the first conclusion I'll draw. My second conclusion is, जैसे आप बता रहे थे कि आप JNU में जब MSc एडमिशन किए थे, MSc का फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में आप LS क्वालिफाई किए विद ऑल ओवर इंडिया रैंक 36 ऐसा कुछ, राइट? 37. एंड सेकंड सेमेस्टर में आपका JRF रैंक था 13. सो अब देखो, आपका JNU का तो कंट्रीब्यूशन था ही, डेफिनेटली JNU का तो कंट्रीब्यूशन था, बट यहाँ पे जो आप बता रहे थे एंड मैं भी यहाँ पे डेफिनेटली बताऊंगा कि आपका जो ये जो ग्रेजुएशन का जो कंसेप्ट है 3 years, यू कैन नॉट इग्नोर इट. हो सकता है कि आप JNU में थे, दैट इज फाइन, बट आप जो 3 साल जहां पे पढ़े थे, वहां पे जो नॉलेज आप गैदर किए थे, यू कैन नॉट इग्नोर इट. सो जिन लोग हायर स्टडीज के लिए सोच रहे हैं, आपका ग्रेजुएशन का नॉलेज इज सो इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट विल ऑलवेज ड्राइव यू, दैट विल ऑलवेज गिव यू एक्स्ट्रा माइलेज. आप ऐसे नहीं सोचते कि मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, आई डोंट नो वेदर आई एम थिंकिंग इन द राइट डायरेक्शन और नॉट. अब अगर आप ऐसे सोचते थे कि मैं MSc में आके सब कुछ सीख लूंगा, that thinking is, I think it is unfair. You can think something extra. You can think something extra at the MSc level. But आप ऐसा नहीं सोच सकते हो कि हाँ बीएससी में मैं कुछ सीखा नहीं, एमएससी में आके सब कुछ सीख लूंगा. ये पॉसिबल नहीं है. आपको बीएससी में भी सीखना है, देन एमएससी में सीखोगे, राइट? चाहे आप जेएनयू में आओ, चाहे आईआईटी में आओ या हैदराबाद में आओ, कहीं पे भी आओ, आपको बीएससी में सीख के आना है. ऐसे नहीं कि एमएससी में आके सब कुछ सीख लोगे. इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. आपको बीएससी से बहुत नॉलेज आपको गैदर करना है, बीएससी से नॉलेज आपको कैरी करना है. दैट विल हेल्प यू टू कोप अप विद जेएनयू लेवल, टू कोप अप विद आईआईटी लेवल. अदरवाइज अगर आप ऐसा सोच रहे हो कि हाँ बीएससी में हमको कुछ पढ़ने का जरूरत नहीं है, सिर्फ एमएससी में जाके सब कुछ सीख लेंगे, इट विल बी वेरी डिफिकल्ट. ऐसा होता ही नहीं है. सो बीएससी का नॉलेज इज सो इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट हैज डेफिनेटली हेल्प यू टू गेट रैंक इन फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर. लेट्स से फॉर एन एग्जांपल, आप फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में भी क्वालिफाई किए थे, तो कैसे पॉसिबल हुआ? वो तो आप जेएनयू में सिर्फ एडमिशन लिया और क्वालिफाई कर दिया. सो वो पॉसिबल हुआ बिकॉज ऑफ योर ग्रेजुएशन नॉलेज, राइट? ये मैं बस सबको मैं ये बता रहा हूं कि देखो, आप हो सकते हैं कि आप सीएसआर के लिए ट्राई कर रहे हो या तो गेट के लिए ट्राई कर रहे हो. सो आपका ग्रेजुएशन नॉलेज इज रियली इंपॉर्टेंट. यू कैन नॉट सिंपली इग्नोर इट. क्या एमएससी में सब कुछ देख लेंगे? नो. योर बेस, जो लोग बीएससी में उतना स्टडी नहीं करके आए हैं, दे हैव टू स्टडी मोर इन एमएससी ओनली टू कंपेंसेट दैट, क्योंकि आप बीएससी में उतना ज्यादा पढ़े नहीं हो. सो इसीलिए जो लोग बीएससी में थोड़ा स्टूडियस थे, बीएससी में सारे कंसेप्ट लेके आए हैं एमएससी पे, they will get lot of benefit. Easily they can qualify.
Yeah.
Right? That is the second thing I'm just sharing with the students. And the third thing I'll definitely ask you कि अगर एक के बाद एक मैं स्टेप देखते जाऊं कि आप एक छोटा सिटी से आए हो बंगाल का, वहां से आपका नेक्स्ट ट्रांजिट हुआ दिल्ली, दिल्ली से ट्रांजिट हुआ आईआईटी कानपुर, देन वहां से ट्रांजिट हुआ लंदन, राइट? तो तीन स्टेप हुआ, राइट? तो बताओ तीन में से कौन सा स्टेप सबसे डिफिकल्ट है?
I think the 3 steps are equally difficult for me, but I think the last step was most difficult. Last step means when I am jumping from IIT Kanpur to Cambridge. That was most difficult for me, but you can say 3 steps are more or less equal. If we compare, then the last step is most difficult.
Last step is more difficult because you are competing at the international level.
International level, yeah.
Definitely, that's a different thing, of course. But ये जो challenge आपके पास था कि एक छोटा city से आपको JNU में पढ़ना, that too with all over and India rank 5, how difficult it was? Because that was also not so easy because at India there are so many life science students, right? So many, and everyone will compete for JNU. So how difficult it was?
It was actually, if you can just elaborate, it is really difficult. I mean, just to get a rank within 100 or within top 10 in any exam in India, this competition level is really high. So you should be self-motivated, you should be prepared well, and your basic concepts should be very good. So only after that you can qualify it and within All India rank 100 or within All India rank 10. That is most necessary thing, I think so.
ओके. अच्छा, यहाँ पे मैं कुछ मतलब कुछ स्टूडेंट्स के पास कुछ क्वेश्चन होता है जो कि कॉमन एंड जेनेरिक क्वेश्चन होता है कि जनरली सर क्या करते हैं कि हो सकता है कि स्टूडेंट बीएससी पढ़ रहे हो या तो एमएससी पढ़ रहे हो, तो उसके साथ साथ जब साइमल्टेनियसली किसी एंट्रेंस का प्रिपेयर करते हैं, they feel sometimes they are not getting time to manage because they will be a part of their semester, whether it is BSc or MSc, so there will be always a burden for semester. And now in all over India, everywhere it is continuous evaluation system is there, so there will be pressure for assignment writing, there will be continuous, and life science matlab there will be always your practicals pressure will be there, plus your midterm test, your final exam, then project, all those things will be there, right? So at the same time, you have to prepare for this kind of entrances also.
Yeah.
So my question on behalf of all the students, of course, my question is, how will you manage your time? In fact, how you used to manage your time during your preparation time?
Yes, sir. So exactly क्या होता है जब we are preparing for any type of entrance, that is a gradual process. You can say you cannot prepare for any exam just in few weeks or just in few months. So you have to dedicate almost 2 to 3 hours or 3 to 4 hours for your own time for each type of entrances. So suppose you are preparing for CSIR NET. I am taking the example for CSIR NET. So when you are taking the preparation of CSIR NET, so you should be very much well prepared in your planning. I mean, when I should start my preparation and what type of topic I should read, this type of things, and what type of books I should follow, and this type of things. Actually, people make a mistake. They focus only a few topics, 1 or 2 topics or 4 topics, and they are focused in such a way that they cannot get the enough time to complete the other topic. That is the first, I mean, difficulties they will face. And when they are completing one book, they cannot get enough time to read the other book, and already they have already, I mean, cannot remember all the topics from that book. That is the second criteria. So when you are preparing for any type of exam, you should be well prepared with your plan, what types of topic you should choose. So I actually was well prepared with 9 topics, and 4 topics I was prepared, but not that much. So 9 topics was my major strong point, and next 4 topics was my second choice, you can say. So I will not leave any type of easy question from those topics, but I can easily answer some previous year question or some general topics type of question. And the 9 topics, I was very much well prepared, so I can easily answer any type of thinking based question or any type of topic based questions. So your coaching, or you can say your departmental coaching, or you can say your classes, departmental classes, this will take most of the time of your day, but at least you have to find out your own time, maybe 2 to 3 hours per day, or at least 1 hour per day, and you should schedule yourself accordingly. So maybe you are preparing for CSIR NET. So first of all, you should read different types of books for only one book for only one topic, or maybe 2 books for one topic, and you should complete your preparation by 2 to 3 months. Next 2 months or next 1 month will be only previous year question practice. So simultaneously you can practice the previous year's question. And the most important thing is that your own thinking. So any type of thinking based question, suppose Dr. Devas's Corsair book, so that is really important. That actually provide you some thinking based question. So if we practice our previous year question again and again, so you will get just feel I already know the answer, so there is no benefit. And if you practice some thinking based question, then that will actually increase your thinking power, and that is the most necessary thing for CSIR NET or any type of MSc entrances, or you can say PhD entrances. So you have to practice that book, or you have to practice that thinking based question for next 1 to 2 months, and before the exam, just before the 1 month, you have to revise these topics again and again. No new topic, no new question practice. So you have to just revise this topic, revise this question again and again as much as possible. So after that, you will be fully confident, and this confidence is, I mean, strongly required to qualify any type of entrances.
Okay, yeah. So I understood. यहाँ पे मैं 2 छोटा सवाल पूछूंगा. Number 1, during your preparation, did you ever have any chance to discuss any sort of concept, any sort of confusion with your friend circle, जिसको हम लोग group discussion बोलते हैं? ऐसे कभी कुछ situation आया था कि आप आपका friend के साथ, जो आपके साथ तैयारी कर रहे हैं, उनके साथ आप share किए थे?
Yes. So that was a great advantage of JNU, because some of my friends were from chemistry background. I mean, they completed their bachelor's in chemistry. So they were very good in chemistry. So I took many advantage from them as well. And some students were very good in mathematics as well. So some mathematics concept I discussed with them. So group study was very nice in JNU. So I take advantage those. I mean, those type
JNU, it will be obviously, it will be always excellent. That's not an issue. My point is, when you were in graduation, did you have that opportunity with your other friends to discuss some of the concepts?
It was very difficult to find out a serious student or serious friend who is much more interested in MSc entrances. But yes, I got that type of help from Bhaskar, from Soura, so they were really helpful. So not for the all time, or you can say at least once a week or 2 times a week. So we used to discuss a new topic or new type of concept they have already read. So that was really beneficial.
No, so what the reason why I'm asking you this question, sometimes what happens, जैसे आप बोल रहे थे ना कि हाँ आपको क्लास में कभी-कभी ऐसा होता है कि serious students मिलना बहुत difficult होता है कि those who will be preparing for MSc entrances, right? So I'll give you a situation, like let's say you are in a class of 50 students, where let's say you are the one who is thinking about IIT JAM or JNU, and the rest 49 is simply, or they are simply concerned with their MSc from the local universities. They can definitely get it. So during that time, how difficult will it be to motivate yourself because motivating is the most difficult thing, what I believe personally.
Yes.
Because if you find another friend in your class, you can share similar thoughts with him, so things will be easier because you can share some good thoughts with him. But if you stand alone in a class and if you don't find anyone else, so how will you overcome that situation? I mean, how will you constantly motivate yourself?
Then you have to contact to any coaching institute. So in coaching institute, you will get same types of students from there, because they are already motivated and they are preparing for the exam. But from a local batch, it's very difficult to find out that type of student.
Yes. That is a yes. So the students, even if they are not getting any motivated students in your class, they should contact in their coaching institute. So definitely students who have joined means they have joined with the the singular objective. Yes, the objective will be same. Now I'll ask you a different type of questions. I don't know whether that has happened to you or not ever in your life. Like have you ever thought that so since in your graduation time, when you are preparing for IIT JAM, you must have realized that I need to prepare for JAM or JNU or something like that. So I'm sure you put that preparation as your first priority, most priority compared to your ongoing semester, right?
Yes.
So during the course of time management, जैसे मैंने बता रहा था कि time management is so difficult, क्योंकि आपको assignment के भी तैयार करना है, ongoing exam के भी तैयार करना है, right? तो हो सकता है कि कभी-कभी time management करना बहुत difficult हो जाता है. So during that time, have you ever bunked any of your ongoing classes in your college and you went to library to utilize that hour for JNU or IIT JAM preparation? Have you ever done it?
Yes, I have done it, but it was very, very less. I mean, so you can say, I can just realize the day. I mean, if I used to bunk some classes that was not so important, or you can say that is not so much important for me, and based on the priority.
Yes, exactly. Based on the priority, you will realize it.
Yeah, so that is not definitely in the beginning of your semester. So that is the end of your semester when your work pressure is really high. So that time you can just miss any classes, but that should not be any important class, because you cannot overcome that type of situation. You cannot read that type of things from your book. So that's why I used to attend most of the classes. But yes, I also bunk some classes for my own reason.
Yeah. So at least you can manage some of the time. जैसे मैंने बता रहा था कि time management थोड़ा difficult हो जाता है. कभी-कभी क्या होता है कि किसी को 1 घंटा 2 घंटा simply local bus में travel करना पड़ता है. सबका घर तो ऐसा नहीं होता है ना, कॉलेज के बगल में है, ऐसा नहीं होता है. सो जिसको ट्रैवल करना पड़ता है, फिर कॉलेज के पास उसको फिर रिटर्न करना है, सो ही विल फाइंड इट रियली डिफिकल्ट टू मैनेज द टाइम. सो इन दैट केस इफ यू कैन मैनेज, बट ऑफ कोर्स एज यू आर सेइंग दैट he should realize that if I miss this class, I can overcome it. I mean, that should not create an issue. So he should, he should read the situation, then he should definitely come to the library, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you should be well planned. I mean, just going to the reading room just for the time pass, you should not do that. So you should be well planned what I should do in next one hour. So solving MCQ, reading a new topic, or you can say understanding a new concept, that is the most necessary thing.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Okay. Yeah. So Soura, I'm sure that now you're enjoying the research environment, the top quality research environment, because you are in the world, one of the premier institutes of the world, right? So please बताइए कि वहाँ पे research environment कैसे है, and कितना Indian student है, most importantly कितना Indian student है, and आप कैसे enjoy कर रहे हो वो environment, please बताइए सबको.
So actually the research environment in Cambridge is exceptionally good. I mean, if you ever come in Cambridge, then you will realize why it is the one of the best institute in the world. So research environment is good, and as well as you can say some novel type of works are going on, and this type of things we can easily say this type of thing, but proving something is most difficult. And that's why in Cambridge you will get enough funding and enough research facility that they are providing. And you can easily do, because just in 6 months we have performed lots of experiments, like the single cell RNA sequencing and the knockout experiment we have performed just in 6 months. So that is very difficult in I mean, if this is a premier institute and if they provide this type of things, then it would be very beneficial for us. And second thing is the total environment, the total ambience of Cambridge is really good. So when you are going somewhere, or when you are in the pub or in the cafeteria, anywhere, so all are actually busy in study or any type of creative thinking. That is the most important. So in the cafeteria, you will find there is a bookshelf, and there is, I mean, that is full of cell science and nature papers. So you will get that journals, and you can just easily read that type of books. And when you are, I mean, roaming around the Cambridge, so you will find many prestigious places and historical places. So there are total 123 Nobel Prizes from Cambridge. So you will find the lab of Watson and Crick, and that part is actually concept type of thing. So you will find the DNA was discovered from there. You will find the Eagle pub from where they just came after their discovery and shouted, "We have discovered the secret of life." So that place is also very important. And you will find the Newton's apple tree. So the actual tree is not there, but the replica of the tree is there, but this place is the same. And as is the 800 years old university. They established was 1209. I mean 1209. Yeah. So almost 800 years old university is Cambridge. So you will find many historical places here as well. And most important thing is that student and professor are very, very friendly and very collaborative. So you can find any type of collaboration. Like in our work, we need some collaboration from mass spectrometry and spatial transcriptomics data analysis. So we can easily collaborate with other department, and we can do any type of experiment from there. And the students are very much serious, and you can say they're exceptionally brilliant. So you can discuss any type of topic with other department students as well. They are always happy to collaborate. They are always happy to discuss. So, and other thing is that for your work-life balance is very good. So there is no that much of work pressure that you have to work for the whole day. They are well planned. You have to design an experiment. You have to design your hypothesis. And after that, you can do your experiment. And that should be your sort type of experiment. You cannot just do it again and again, and you will find the result. So just find out what you have to do and what is your background, and everyone will support you, and you can do that experiment. And there are many clubs you can join. So suppose you love science, so you can join any type of science clubs. You can say for traveling, you can join any type of traveling clubs. So you will get some social environment as well. So you will find that type of things. So there are many Indian students. I mean, not many, you can say I know almost 20 to 30 Indian students in Cambridge very well, but there are a few, international students as well from India. So most of these students, with compared to India, Chinese students are, you can say quite big in number. And in India, you can see most of the students are from master student, MPhil, or you can say master degree. But a few students are also from the PhD background as well. And some of the students are postdoc as well, pursuing their postdoc.
Okay. So in life science department, biological science department, how big it is? Like how many professors are there?
There are actually many division of bioscience departments. So suppose there are few departments, and departments have also some divisions. So suppose in the pathology department, there are immunology division, virology division, cell molecular biology division. So there are few divisions. Even this department has some, you can say some part in the Edinburgh Center, that is the super specialty hospital. So some parts is there, some parts in the main Cambridge, and there are few departments as well, like zoology department, genetics department, plant genetics department. So there are many departments. Just in one place you cannot find anything. So there are scattered type of things in Cambridge.
Okay, good.
And in each division, you will find almost 12 to 15 group leaders. So there are many departments. In each department, there are few divisions. In each division, you will find 10 to 15 professors.
Okay, good. अच्छा सौरा, so आप ये चीज बताए कि जो लोग अभी सुन रहे हैं हम लोगों को डेफिनेटली now I'm sure there will be many master students who will be planning to apply abroad for their PhD program. So अगर मान लीजिए कि किसी को मन कर रहा है कि मैं कैम्ब्रिज में अप्लाई करूंगा, so what will be the level of criteria and the selection process most importantly for Cambridge universities?
Yes, right. So basically, if you are applying for PhD, so actually it varies department wise. In our department for bioscience, you can say, so you should have the CGPA 7.3 or overall grade is 70%. So if you just check the international qualification, then you will easily find out what is required for as a international qualification. This is for the academic qualification that is needed. And for the language test, we have to appear for the language test as well. So we can appear for TOEFL or IELTS. In IELTS, we need band score 7, and in TOEFL, we need total score 100 out of 120. But that is actually your basic requirement that is required for your application, but that is not your selection requirement. Selection requirement is totally different. Different. When you are eligible for your application, you can apply for your department, you can apply in your department, or you can say in your division. After that, there will be an interview. After the interview, they will provisionally select you. If you get selected, they will provisionally select you as a PhD student, and they will inform you you are provisionally selected in this department or in this division. Now you have to collect some fund to complete.
Soura, I'll interrupt you once. So when you are applying for this fellowship, how many publications you already had?
So I had total 3 review paper and 2 preprint, 2 research paper.
What was their impact factor, roughly?
So actually that time I submitted in science. 1 publication was in science and 1 publication is in EMBO.
Okay, so you had in publication in science and EMBO also?
No, I did not have the publication, but I submitted. So
you submitted. Okay, yeah, so was it published?
Was available, but no, was it? After that it got rejected from science and it was again submitted in Nature Materials.
Nature Material. Okay, so when you applied for the fellowship, so basically you submitted.
Yeah, and okay,
did you have any accepted? Did you have any accepted publication during that?
Total 3 publication, not the publication. You could say it's a review publication.
So whatever it is. So
yes,
those are accepted.
Accepted and published.
Yeah, accepted. Yeah, published and accepted.
Published.
Yeah. So 3 were accepted and 2 were in submission mode. अच्छा, तो जो accept हो गया था उसका impact factor कितना था?
1 was in genes and immunity, and 1 was in MDPI viruses, and 1 was in cell biology international. So you can
what
say
was their impact factor?
Genes and immunity impact factor is nearly 4.5, and MDPI virus is nearly 5, and cell biology international nearly 2 to 3.
2 to 3. Okay. So these 3 were review publication. They are mainly from JNU collaboration, right? Or IIT Kanpur?
No. Those were totally from JNU. Okay. From IIT, I submitted 2 research publications, but that was in the submitted condition. Because in 1 year, that's very difficult to submit as a, to publish any paper. You can just submit it.
Yeah. So मेरा ये क्वेश्चन है कि जैसे आप बता रहे थे कि हाँ 1 जो बेसिक क्राइटेरिया है कि more than 7.3 CGPA, then GRE या तो TOEFL या तो IELTS ऐसे कुछ होगा definitely. These are basic criteria. But since you are from JNU and you already got 3 publications and 2 were submitted in very high impact factor journal, and you had work experience in IIT Kanpur. So do you think these factors were actually considered for your admission into Cambridge universities?
Exactly. Because I think that was the major point in my application, that I have both type of experience in wet lab as well as dry lab. I worked in the genomics laboratory, so I can analyze any type of sequencing data, and as well as I worked in the wet lab laboratory, CGMP signaling and protein chemistry, so I can work that type of data as well. And I was one of the premier institute in India, because that is one of the most important factor when you are applying abroad. Because when you are applying, they can just check what is your university ranking in your own country and as a worldwide. What is the university ranking? What type of facility? How much they are famous? These type of things. And second thing is what is your relevant research experience? So relevant research experience you can easily say from here. And third thing is what is your publication type of thing? How much you can write? What is your thinking power and what is your writing quality? Because you will get
writing skill matters a lot, right?
Writing skill matter a lot.
Yes. That doesn't matter whether it is review article or research article. Article is article.
Article is article.
If you write something, it will be reflected that yes, you can write. So writing skill is so important. Yes, of course. Yeah. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Even after coming here, some professors, I discuss with them what type of factors are necessary to get selected in Cambridge or in other universities. So just as a common discussion during the COVID time. So they just told me your relevant research experience, as well as your writing power, as well as how you are representing yourself. That is the most important. Many students know many type of things, but they cannot represent themselves. So how you were representing your project, and when there is a tie-up, suppose there are 2 to 3 students applied from India, and only one student will get the fellowship. So in that scenario, they will want to consider if they have any all India rank. So in any type of all India entrances, if they have some good rank, then they will select them. So that is the one of the major criteria when there is a you can say one country competition. From one country, there are 2 to 3 students have qualified. So who will be the final student? So from there they can select. And other things, what I can say, no other things. You can say these are the major criteria as a selection.
Yeah.
IELTS or TOEFL is not a selection criteria, it's a basic level criteria, as well as the master marks is not a selection criteria. You can say you have to have that type of marks or that type of band score that is necessary for application, but that will not determine whether will be selected or not.
Yes, yes, of course. क्योंकि अगर देखा जाए कि मास्टर्स में 7.3 CGPA, I'm sure in India most of the students will get it. Right.
Yeah.
And your TOEFL is not a big exam. Anyone can get more than 100 out of 20. So it's not a big issue. Yeah. Soura, I'll ask you one more question. Even though you belong to life science, basically, but considering the other part of the science, as you know, that includes physics, chemistry, mathematics as well. So I'll ask you a question like, how much research opportunities is there in Cambridge other than life science, of course, because I'm sure there are many from physics, chemistry, and math background students who are listening to us. So how much opportunities is waiting for them?
Yes, definitely physics, chemistry, math are also good here, as well as biosciences. So if you check the Nature Index ranking, then you can say easily these are top quality institute in world. So physics in the Cavendish laboratory, those are really very good in this type of research. And even they are the physics, I mean, many of my friends in our college are from the astrophysics background, and they are doing their research in astrophysics. From them, I just heard that their facilities is much more higher with compared to biology. I mean, they are more advanced in this type of things, and their research facility is much more good. So physics, chemistry, biology, basic sciences, as well as engineering and medical. So everything is, I mean, overall, it's a good part of the world. You can say it's one of the best institute of the world. So you will get enough support and enough research facility to do your research.
Yeah, of course, of course. Achha, I'll ask you one simple last question because many things are coming in my mind. I see, nowadays many people are talking about interdisciplinary research, where you have the opportunities to work with many departments, so that your outcome, your thought process will be different from the conventional research, right?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, तो यहाँ पे मैं एक चीज आपको पूछ रहा हूँ कि मान लीजिए कि someone from chemistry background wants to do some research in biological science, or someone from physics background, I mean MSc physics, he wants to do some research in biological science. It may not be, it may be in Cambridge, it may be anywhere else, right? So my question is, how feasible it is in terms of application and in terms of selection process? Like someone from chemistry, when you will be applying to biological science, so in the selection process, will you be asked कि हाँ आपको लाइफ साइंस बैकग्राउंड के बारे में कुछ पता है, क्योंकि आप केमिस्ट्री बैकग्राउंड से हो, you are applying to life science department, so will you be asked anything to life science? Do you think so?
Yes, sir. I mean that is a common trend now, and most of the labs are actually doing interdisciplinary science. So if you check the Sandhar Genome Campus or EMBL labs, so there most of the students are from the computer science background. They really don't know about the bioscience, or they are not from the bioscience background. but they are doing their research in genomics and they are from the computer science background. If you check the drug screening lab or in the MRC laboratory, in the toxicology research, they are from the chemistry background. So actually in each lab, there are a few works that are relevant to chemistry and relevant to biology or relevant to computer science.
Computer
So
science, yeah,
this type of student can easily join there and do their corresponding research type of things. So suppose someone is from the chemistry background, they will not do hardcore research in the bioscience or the basic science of research, but they can do some translational research, like designing some drugs, effect of some antibiotics, this type of things. Or someone from the computer science background, they can join as a data scientist, so they can just work on the genomics data of this type of things, or developing some novel method to analyze the genomics data, this type of things.
Yeah. So I hope many students who are listening to us from physics, chemistry, maths, and in fact, computer science background, they can be encouraged to apply many of these interdisciplinary program across the country as well as the globe at the international level, of course. So Soura, before we end, so please say something for the juniors, for the aspirants who wants to study in the premier institutes in India as well as in abroad. So please inspire your next generation.
Yes, sir. So actually, when you will be preparing for your entrances, or you can say your next step, so that is most of the time it's very difficult. Continuing your preparation or motivating yourself for all the time, you will not get motivation, and you will find out we should give up now. So actually, that is the most determining situation in our life. So that's why any type of success in this field is very big and a lifetime achievement. So if you continue your progress, or if you continue your preparation, then one day you will be 100%. You should be 100% sure that you will be successful. No one can defeat you. No one can just make you demotivated. So you will be successful in one day. If you love your study, if you love your area of research or your education, so that will be much more beneficial in your future. So actually, if we invest in our career, that is the time, or you can say the effort, that is the most powerful investment in our life. So investing something in our career. Second thing is that planning is most necessary, that I have already told you. So if you have total 3 months or 4 months, so you have to be well planned when I should complete what types of things. Maybe not hour-wise work or hour-wise planning or day-wise planning, but you should have the rough planning within 1 week or within 1 month. I will complete this type of topics. Third thing is you should be much more conceptual in your study, just not the grabbing or mugging up the information, and you can say just memorizing every type of information. That is not actually the common criteria, and just reading many types of books and many type of information, that will not give you any type of benefit. So practice any type of book that will give you your concept, that will strengthen your concept. That I have already told you, Dr. Devasis books. That is really, really important in my life. That I realized, because that is actually the book you will get the enough concept. If you practice 10 questions are from 10 different types of concepts. So you will find that this is my real concept type of things. And when you are reading any books, must follow 1 to 2 books and just mark there. So it will be very easy in your revision time. If you make some colorful notes and notes after pages and pages, so that will not benefit you, because that consumes your time. And when you are reading 10 books, that is not necessary. Read only 2 books or 1 book, that is more than enough. But complete as much as possible. Suppose 10 units, 5 units, 9 units, as much as possible. Third thing is that if you are preparing for IIT JAM or GATE entrances, that is most necessary. You should be good enough in physics, chemistry, or mathematics. So other than biology, you should be good enough in these subjects. So you can ask your, you can ask your friends, or you can just easily take help from any type of coaching center, and you can easily take your effort from different types of social media. Like you can say there are many types of channels available in the YouTube. So you can just follow that tutorials, and you can just follow different types of tutorial, and you should build your own concept. So there must be a way, because this is a globalization stage. So everyone is connected to everyone. So it's very easy. So your self effort is much more important than you. No one will come you and just give their whole effort in your life, in your success. So you should be you should be dedicated enough in your progress. So you should try enough to understand any type of topics or any type of subjects. After that, when you will be selected, so never stop anywhere that this is the final stage of my life, so I have been selected in IIT, so I am totally stable. No, that is not the truth. So when you are in the IIT, then you have to think for the foreign universities, or to be best in the IIT, to be the top student in the IIT, you should be ambitious enough, and you should have that power to think out of box. Anything that is studied in the classes or any type of things, you have to find out what type of information I am getting and what type of innovating thinking is coming in my head. So suppose you are thinking about the research, not only depend on your entrance exam, but also I should suggest you at least read a few research paper in a month, maybe 1 to 2 research paper, how they are designing their experiment and this type of things, because this is necessary for your thinking purposes. And when you will be well prepared, then not only qualifying exam, because qualifying CSIR NET is a strategical process, or qualifying IIT exam, if you are enough strategical, and if you are, you can say, if you are get enough type of coaching and good coaching or good tutor or good guidance, then you can qualify. But your research criteria will come from your mind, in your intellectual type of things. So you should be well prepared for that type of things, writing any type of research proposal, writing anything. So write anything you want. Suppose you love to write any type of poem, any type of, you can say, essay, or writing any journal, any type of magazine. So try to write that, because that will clear your idea. So how to concise your idea, how to concise any type of thing just in few lines or in few paragraphs. That is most important. Most of us just will focus on just grabbing the information and just writing it, whatever written in the book. But how to make it precise, that is most important in our life. And what I should say, it's best of luck for your future. And
yeah, thank you so much, Soura. Thank you for your time. And I know that you are extremely busy, but still you manage some time for us. We are so happy that you manage some time for us. And I'm sure students who are listening to us, they'll be really benefited, and they will definitely find some, some key point from your discussion. And I'm sure they will get a lot of take-home message for their upcoming examination and as well as for the preparation. Thank you, Soura.
So much, sir. Thank you so much,
good luck for your research career. Stay in touch with us. Yeah, have a good day. Have a good day. Thank you.